And we'll have more updates on the hurricane through the morning as things change. Right now, it's just about 5:17 back here at home from Lookout Mountain. A really pretty start to the day. We do have some storms hitting parts of northeastern Colorado and some wet roads there, even some hail, thunder, and lightning. And here's what it looks like on satellite and radar right now. You can see just off to the east of Greeley, up along 76, north and east of Fort Morgan, and that's now tracking towards Sterling. So within the next 15 to 20 minutes, you're going to start to see some activity there a little closer to Sterling. Rest of the state right now is dry. We've got some pretty quiet conditions early on. You're going to find temperatures back in the 90s. We were back in the 90s yesterday after a brief break from it on Saturday, and now looking at 90s through Thursday. There will be a few storms popping up later this afternoon, and it could get a little severe across parts of the northeastern plains. We go from a marginal to a slight risk of severe weather closer to Lyman, east toward Burlington, and then especially up near Sterling and then stretching up into Nebraska, where we could see some larger hail and some gustier winds. Here's what that looks like on Futurecast. Early this morning, 60s for us here in town. We'll get into the upper 80s, close to 90 by about 12 o'clock, and then highs will be in those low to mid 90s before things then start to cool off as storms roll through. Timing wise, I'd say after about 2 o'clock, pretty typical time for us, is when we'll start to see those storms. Those will then roll east, and again, a better risk of seeing some stronger activity out east of I-25. Overnight, we'll see a few storms down over the southeastern corner of the state, and then we're back in the 50s and 60s early tomorrow morning. Fewer storms expected, and a lot of what we're going to see is mainly going to be down across parts of southern Colorado. It's going to get a little hotter. We're back in the mid to even upper 90s from Denver to Fort Collins and then up northeast toward Greeley. When you look at that rainfall forecast again, today, chance of storms. Tomorrow, most of those are going to be farther south, closer to Pueblo, and then south from there. It gets pretty hot and dry Wednesday and Thursday. It'll be the two hottest days of the week, and then we have a better chance for some thunderstorms on Friday as things start to cool off. It's going to be a nice break from the heat this coming weekend, but from 92 today to about 98 degrees by Thursday, so close to some record-breaking heat Thursday afternoon, and then we're in the mid-80s on Friday. Saturday and Sunday, Jason, chance for some afternoon storms. 80s are going to feel nice at that point. And with those storms, we're going to drop down likely into the 70s at times in the afternoon, which is lovely.
That would be lovely. Feel more like football weather. We're getting closer and closer all the time. It is the camera stopped, but you can still see some of the wet conditions just south of Greeley.